Good morning. Today we're talking about what too much sugar does for your internal and external physique. All right. So, too much sugar. I have a little diagram here done for you. First of all, too much sugar causes type 2 diabetes because you're taking in more sugar than your body's able to metabolize. Colon and pancreatic cancer. And that's really hard to diagnose because by the time you find out, it's too late. Hypertension, that means high blood pressure. High cholesterol, which means that we talked about that a few weeks ago. It increases your LDLs, your low density lipoproteins, which are the bad proteins, and decreases your HDLs, which are the ones that carry out the cholesterol from your bloodstream. Causes allergies, dizziness, tooth decay. Why? Because it acidifies your body, causing the little bacteria to excrete waste products on your teeth. If you wake up in the morning and you run your tongue over your teeth and you have a film, then you're most likely have an acidic body. Cardiovascular disease, we talked about that on Monday. Metabolic syndrome, that is anything that throws off your body hormones like your insulin and your thyroid function and all that stuff. Hypoglycemia, that means low blood sugar because you get the highs and then the lows and then your body requires more sugar. And of course, obesity. And one thing that we might not understand is ADD and ADH. What is that? Adult deficit disorder and adult deficit hyperactivity. Okay, disorder, same thing. All right. Now, we're going to talk about what is important to me. Do you see any difference here? Too much sugar is going to cause your skin, your collagen to break down. So not only are you gaining weight and getting problems with your internal organs, but now you begin to look older than your chronological age. All right, the effects of sugar drinks, are they making us sick? Look at this. It affects tooth decay. We already talked about that. Heart disease, diabetes, obesity. Most of the fat is found around your abdomen. If you're having a lot of sugary drinks, you're going to have a lot of subcutaneous fat in your tummy. Metabolic syndrome, that's, we talked about that. The cholesterol and the triglycerides and, of course, insulin secretion. And gout, what's that? That's an autoimmune disorder that creates crystals, and the first sight that you know that you're having gout is you're having a tightness in your big toes on your feet. All right, autoimmune. So any autoimmune disorder is brought on most likely by too much sugar. All right. Good. All right, I want to show you this. This is a diet drink. It's not diet. Well, everybody knows, oh, I don't want to have diet. I don't want to have a regular drink, but can I have a diet? No, because it creates a capacity for your taste buds to require more sugar. How about this that we give our little kids? That's a no, because too much sugar. How about Gatorade? You see this on all the football fields after a big game. Well, you know what? Those guys are okay to have it, I suppose. They are sweating boatloads of sweat. But you are not that kind of an athlete. Or maybe you are. But anyways, you don't need all that sugar. If you're having cramps or whatever, then have your mustard. All right? So maybe that's the problem. All right. Now, how do you measure how much sugar you have in your bloodstream? We talked about inflammation. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about my pH script, which is a way that you can monitor your urine for a 15-second urine sample. And if you are very acidic, you're in this section, and these are the things that you're possibly eating. And in order to change your acidity to more alkaline, you want to eat more of these foods. Tomorrow we'll go extensively into this, but just to preview to it, it looks like this. It's a little tiny 2-pad urinalysis strip that measures the acidity in your urine first thing in the morning, and you could pretty much have a good gauge of how you are doing internally. Because remember, inflammation is a silent killer, just like cardiovascular, just like certain cancers. I mean, you don't really know that you have that problem until it's too late. One of the big culprits is the osteoporosis situation, meaning that your bones become brittle. By the time you find out, you're way on your way to having a very fragile skeletal system. So let's talk about pH tomorrow and the effects on your body. See you then.